And this was supposed to be the pay-per-view headline by our boy, John Jones, the heavyweight champion of the world, going against Stipe Miocic, who a lot of people would consider the greatest heavyweight of all time. John Jones unfortunately suffered an injury in his training camp, and this entire fight got pulled. And now we have an interim heavyweight championship fight, which everybody hates the interim titles. I hate them too. It is what it is. What are we going to do about it? But now this fight is the co-main, and we're seeing Sergey Pavlovich and Tom Aspinall, which is an interesting matchup, especially for where they're ranked. We have I believe Sergey is number 2. I think Tom has been an ascending talent, and he's number 5 as well right now. So, you know, both of these fighters, again, we're in the same boat of we're only on a few weeks of a turnaround, not a full fight camp. Both of these guys going into this fight on short notice. The thing is, though, if you've seen Pavlovich, that guy's a fucking monster. And I've seen a lot of Tom Aspinall. He has been on the rise. He's been running through a lot of these, you know, lower tier guys in the heavyweight division, but he's been looking pretty good. I think he's got great hands, an underrated ground game. He can get the tap, he can knock you out. You know, it is what it is. So this does go both ways. It's not going to be a walk in the park for either of these guys. But we saw how quick turnarounds ended up for people like Usman and Volkanovski just a few weeks ago. So short fight camp, you approach it differently. You kind of have to. It's a little more instinct and kind of falling back on those skills you're already building instead of that, you know, deeply strategized game you have with a full fight camp, learning everything you can about your opponent. So I think that's going to make this a little more of an even playing field when it comes to the experience factor. It's still going to be Sergey. I mean, that's the thing about this is he is just much more battle tested. And, you know, Aspinall is 13-3, 10 knockouts, 12 first round finishes. So Tom Aspinall is no joke. But Sergey Pavlovich is 18-1, 15 first round knockouts. That is all you need to know about Sergey. That is business. That man is a mauler. So when it comes down to it, even with the short fight camps, my money is on Sergey. This is a giant jump in competition. Not saying Tom couldn't step up to the plate here, but Sergey's been here. Sergey's been on this level for a long time now. And I think Sergey takes this one. What do you think about this fight, sir?
I actually agree with you. I think Sergey wins. Sergey is actually the underdog, which surprises me.
I don't get that.
But Aspinall, I'm not sure what it is. I know Aspinall, he's well-rounded. He moves very well. Pavlovich has some heavy-ass hands. The only way Aspinall can win this fight is if he takes Pavlovich to, I don't know, round 3 and above. I don't know if Pavlovich has the gas tank for that. I don't think he's ever shown that.
He hasn't had to.
Yeah, he hasn't had to because he starts so fast and he's so aggressive coming out the gate. But again, that's Aspinall's only chance, and he has to use his grappling against Pavlovich. And I got Sergey winning by TKO. So
same. Main event for this one is also a very interesting fucking matchup for the vacant light heavyweight championship with Jiri Prochazka and Alex Pereira, who again just recently joined the division. So another one where I think the two styles are very contrasting. You know, Jiri is dominant, but I think this is going to be more of a war, especially with the striking ability of both of these guys. Alex is no fucking joke. This one I'm giving to Jiri, but I still think it's going to be very fucking close. What do you think?
So Yuri's very awkward, right?
Yes, awkward's a good word for it.
Yuri, he switched stances a lot. He'll show you a lot of different looks. He obviously has the advantage when it comes to the ground game.
Yeah.
But Yuri, he fights with his hands down a lot. If Yuri doesn't switch stances and he just fights Pereira in a southpaw stance, so right hand first, left hand back, I think he'll have a better shot that way. Pereira was less aggressive against Adesanya when Adesanya switched to southpaw. And so if Yuri can switch to southpaw majority of the fight, push forward, use his strikes, combine that with his grappling, I think Yuri does win this fight. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's gonna come out and switch and do what he does, and he's gonna get caught, and it's gonna be a left hook right hand. I got
right.
Alex by TKO and becoming the new UFC light heavyweight champion. In the same calendar year, he held the middleweight belt.
That is insane. That would be a crazy story for him. I believe he'd only be what, like one of only a handful to do multiple division championships.
Especially in that amount of time.
Yeah, he might be the fastest one to do it in that amount of time. So
yeah,
history making.
He's extremely deficient on the ground. We know that, right?
Yes.
But he has the ultimate equalizer, and that is power.
Yes.
If he touches you, you're probably going to bed.
And I'm gonna put you to bed. I like it. Would you be willing to do a shot bet on that?
Let's do it.
Boom.
By how many rounds? By how many rounds?
How many rounds? We'll do it.
So that round minus 5 because there's 5 total rounds. So if it's done in the first round, then 4 shots.
Yep.
So on and so forth.
Exactly. I like it.
Bet. Let's do it.
I like it a lot.